Hi everyone, Power to the Buster here. I'm not sure how well the lighting is in here. I don't know. From what I see, it's okay, I guess. I don't know. It's natural lighting, maybe. But, yeah, I guess it's passable. But, yeah, you guys know that I had gotten the Spider-Man, I believe. I showed you guys a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I couldn't find a Wolverine. So, oh, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you guys also. Happy New Year's too. Um, this is a couple days after Christmas, obviously, and the day after Christmas, in fact, I went into a Myers and found the Wolverine by itself. And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good find. I'm surprised, especially with the holiday season. Everything else was picked over and destroyed or whatever. But yeah, dudes, I'm loving these figures, I swear. Anyways, mine's, when I got it out, the claws were all warped. Let me see if I could get it a little clear. There's a lot of things on this camera, so I'm not sure how much space is needed. But yeah, the claws was warped as expected, but what I did, because as you can see, this is clearly sticking upward some. It was right here, so it was like mushed against this. So I pretty much just popped it out and moved it, which, you know, for whatever reason, I didn't know that you could take the claws out. But, you know, I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, the figure's awesome. His neck is a little too long. See? It looks weird. But when you have it like this, it's not as bad off. Wait, never mind. But anyway, when you have it from the front view, it's not that bad. Or the back, it isn't bad. But the side, you could definitely see it's super long. But that being said, this thing kind of hides it once you have that head on. Which, at first, from pictures and stuff, I was like, you know, I don't like that head, but it's not bad. Make sure these claws are all the way in. I don't want them popping out and getting lost. These were straight. I had the same issue, but it wasn't as extreme as this. So this is the standard, clearly, standard length or whatever. These, if I was going for a Marvel vs. Capcom ordeal, I wouldn't mind them being spread out like this, you know, like he was on the game. But yeah, I mean, I mainly got them for the vintage packaging. So yeah, I'm sure you guys seen the articulations and everything from other YouTubers, toy reviewers, and whatnot. But I mean, I guess I could go over them real quick. You know, I'm not going to go in full detail with it, but yeah, as you can see, the ball joint had up that much, down about. Not that much down. It's about all you get. Again, not that much. The hinge, rotation shoulder, butterfly joint, which is awesome. Bicep swivel, double hinge elbow, swivel and hinge wrist articulation. In fact, I might just call it articulation instead of swivels or whatnot. Ab crunch, hip articulation, upper thigh cut, double hinge articulation on the knees, boot rotates, hinge, well, articulation on the foot, and it pivots. Pivots pretty good. Get about this wide of a stance, which is pretty good. I'm more excited for the Jim Lee Wolverine figure, the repaint of this, which I'm pretty sure it's a repaint to come out. But, you know, for the moment, this will do. But yeah, this is probably one of the best Wolverines I've seen. Again, from the side, not so much, but as for the head, pops right off. I wish I had took this thing out ahead of time, but you know, unprepared. The cowl goes here. It doesn't really go on that well. Like, I mean, maybe if you heat it and mold it out, it would actually stay flat like this, but otherwise it's going to keep coming up. But that is also remedied with the head that a couple people said like Andy Serkis. Not sure how much of that is true. I don't think it looked like. I think it looked more like Roper from Bruce Lee. But yeah, I mean, look, it limits the length of that neck so well that I don't know, I'm leaning toward just keeping this, guys. You know, I mean, the Jim Lee one, obviously I would go with this head, but with the repaint, but I think I'm gonna just keep this one because this is more my speed. And another thing, everybody like this double hinge elbow. It's okay, but some figures I like to not have the bicep swivel. I like to have the swivel within the elbow. You know, I don't know the actual name of it, but it's the elbow hinge and swivel. You guys probably seen them. The old Irwin Dragon Ball figures had them. So, as for Spider-Man, I said I wasn't going to open them, but there go my backdrop. About to come down, but I went on ahead and opened them anyway because, you know, let's see, am I forgetting anything? Should I go over articulation with them? I don't know. Let me make sure this doesn't fall over first. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, superposable, like I'm sure everybody else mentioned. But Spider-Man, you know, in fact, also Wolverine, could have used a toe articulation. I'm not really a fan of them, but I believe these two figures needed those. I don't really want to. His articulation is pretty much the same as Wolverine. I kind of liked the pose I had for him. I didn't really want to move him around, but I'll give you a few poses that I could get out of it. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. All in all, Ultimate Spider-Man, I mean, it looks great. Again, we all know I'm not really a huge Marvel guy. Or maybe you don't know, especially if you knew. I didn't really have that many subscribers, so yeah, I thought that you would have known. But anyway, that's beyond the point. The X-Men I like from the animated series and Spider-Man. So like comics, the comic version of these characters I would get. Some of the movie characters are so late in the line, I'm not even going to start to collect them unless I find them in a lot. The packaging I'm keeping, and there's a trick that I learned with packaging these guys that I learned from Shartimus. You guys could check out his video if you want to see about that. It's his video about Wolverine. In fact, he shows how to get them in and out the sleeve without damaging it too much. Yeah, we all seen this because this is the same Spider-Man, the Pizza Spider-Man. So yeah, you know what? Screw it. Butterfly joint, articulation in the shoulders, bicep swivel, double hinge, which isn't painted blue. This is painted blue, but these aren't. Go figure, weird. Wrist articulation. He only came with these sets of hands, nothing else. Ab crunch, swivel, double joint, cut at the thigh and waist and foot.